He's him. Sung Jin Woo is literally him. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Solo Leveling Episode 7. This episode was so good. Most of this episode was simply building on Sung Jin Woo's leveling system, mainly regarding his daily completion quest in particular. The saitama workout, so to speak, where he has to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. But Sung Jin Woo notices that for whatever reason, the counter for the quest continues to seem to track Sung even after he's completed 100% of his targets. So he figures, hey, there's probably like an extra reward or something for going above and beyond. And turns out he was right. When he completed 200% of the quest, a hidden quest appears where he gets a brand new S-rank dungeon key. S-rank! He's literally him. Oh my god. So he prepares and goes into the dungeon and Cerberus grants him. Cerberus's name was written in red, which as we know from episode 4, means that he's a higher rank than Sung, and Sung should be really, really careful when approaching this monster because it can easily kill him. And damn, Sung did find that out real quick. He ran at him and he was like barely scratching this big boy. He was doing no damage. And Cerberus bites him and he loses literally 50% of his HP in one hit. And after that, he's getting tossed around like a rag doll and thinks, okay, this kind of sucks. I don't think I can probably beat him. I should really escape because I can't win. With the teleport shard that he got in episode 4 from the first dungeon that he went on. But then Cerberus decides to slap that shard away from him and Sung is left having no choice. And in this fight is the first time he purchases something from the shop because he's getting wrecked. His health drops to an absolutely critical level. He keeps getting notifications saying, hey, you're going to die really quickly. So he buys a ton of health potions from the shop and decides to go all out fighting Cerberus and muddles through it. Like he barely gets through it. To the point where obviously Cerberus having 3 heads, Sung Jin Woo has to get bitten again to get close enough to kill the last head. But in the end, he does manage to do it. And at that point, Sung realizes Cerberus was just a gatekeeper to the rest of this dungeon. This thing was like a appetizer to let you know what you're getting yourself into. And he has to acknowledge that whatever's inside that dungeon, which literally looks like hell on earth, by the way, is way beyond his level. Like he can't do this right now. And, you know, it's sort of like the equivalent of walking through a really high rank level in an RPG game where you meet your first enemy, you get your apple behind handed to you very, very quickly, and you bring your ass back to your neck of the woods because you're not there yet, buddy. So he decides, hey, I'm just going to head back, and when I get stronger really, really soon, I'm going to come back. But there was a couple of extra things that happened in particular. First, he gets the recipe to the holy water of life. An item said to be able to cure all diseases, which Sung wonders maybe could help him save his mom, as his mom is in a coma from a particularly unknown disease, which does get explained a little bit later in the series. Sung also gets an offer from Jin Ho, the hunter he met in his last raid, for 3 billion won, worth something like a couple $1 million. So definitely life-changing money for someone who was living, paycheck to paycheck, so to speak, just a little while ago. Well, that was basically it for this episode. Just one last quick thing before I go. Episode 8 has been delayed. There will be no episode this Sunday. It should be coming out the following Sunday, though. I'm not sure particularly what the reason is. I'm not sure if there was a reason given. I read somewhere that it was perhaps because the voice actor for Sung wasn't feeling too well, but I'm not sure if that's been substantiated. So just something to keep in mind. There won't be an episode next week, but they should be back the next week. There will be something that comes out next week, rather. It'll be episode 7.5, they're calling it, and it's just a recap of the previous 7 episodes, but nothing too out of the ordinary, something you should keep your eye on. I'm definitely going to watch it, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts on it, of course. But no new episode next week, but we should be back at it again the following week. All right, well, that's it for this episode recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up and a like if you guys did, and I'll catch you on the flip side.